We're on normal Fortnite Battle Royale today, and I am going to be sharing one of my most scariest stories of my entire life. It was the dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old, and my best friend had just gotten his license. We thought, let's go for a drive. Let's go drive around our suburbs at the late hours of 11:30 p.m. And let's see what we can find. Now, we drove around for a while, and we didn't see too much, you know, because it was still 11:30 at night. People were just out and about. I think it was like a Saturday. But there was a spot near my house that we loved to go to growing up, or at least I did. Sounds kind of sick of me, but I'm not talking sick like cool, man. I'm just washed these days. Hold on, let's just lock in here. Nah, never mind. And we've got two of the worst shotguns in the game. I love this game. But yeah, not sick as in cool, sick as in a bit sus. But we used to go to this drain to go just hang out, you know. This shotgun, by the way, this thing is ridiculously goated. Ridiculously goated. Insanity. But yeah, like, it was just this huge drain, right? Like, massive drain opening. And it was pretty scary in the day. You kind of just go in there, walk around. If you've ever seen It, literally just imagine that. And it was pretty much the exact same. And it was like this whole labyrinth, like catacombs thing. I don't know really what we're doing, but yeah, kind of interesting. Something to check out. You know, you're a kid, you're pretty damn bored. But yeah, so back to the dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old. And, man, this SMG is awesome, though. But yeah, back to the night. It was a dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old, and my mate had just obtained his license. So we decided to go on a drive around at night time. It was at the late hours of 11:30 p.m. And, basically, I was like, hey, dude, you've never seen this before. Let's go check out this drain. That's really scary. I've never been to it at nighttime. But let's go check it out together. So we drive on over to this place, and we'll listen to some good old-fashioned American Western music. Not country. No way, not country. I'm talking about that, like, yippee-yi-yay sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. Does life get better than that? I don't think so. We've got more movement. But yeah, sorry. Let me get back to the story time. It was a dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old. And my friend had just gotten his license. So we decided to take a drive. But yeah, so we ended up at this drain. And you kind of got to walk down this really steep, grassy hill. It's pretty scary. But we made it down without falling. Does this have a scope? No, it doesn't. This gun sucks, probably. Okay, I don't know if you take fall damage, but there's water here anyway, so we're going to be chilling. But yeah, sorry. Let's get back to the story. We're just going to kill Master Chief, or is this Doom? Master Chief. But yeah, it was a, what is this? This wasn't a dark and scary night. This is the Vector 7 DMR. Anyways, oh my goodness. We got a Vendetta Flopper. What do you reckon this thing does? Eat me, I'll mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay. Seems a little sus, but we'll try it out. But yeah, back to the story. It was a dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old, and my mate had just gotten his license. So we decided to take a drive. We ended up at a dark, scary... What the hell is my luck, bro? What? Damn, do I take it and just double pump? Nah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, sorry guys, I keep getting sidetracked. Has it started again? I was 7. No, that's not it. It was a dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old, and my mate had just gotten his license. So we decided to take a drive. Now, where did we end up on this drive? Did we find us? Ah, that's the wrong story. We ended up at a drain, and we decided to go on this drain. It's an awful lot like It. If you guys have seen It, it's an awful lot like It. So when we walked down this really steep hill. Actually, it was really rough and hard to get into. We've got 1 kill and there's 32 people left. Maybe I am washed. I talked about me being washed in my video yesterday. But yeah, so we decided to go and take a look inside of this drain. My mate had never been there. It was nighttime and it was pretty scary. So we walked down this hill, and when we got... do we take 4 damage? Oh, we don't even need to take 4 damage yet. I have no movement. I'm cooked. But yes, we went inside this drain and we started walking around. Now, we went pretty far, and we had our iPhone torches. My mate was actually filming. I don't know if he has this clip. He might have the clip. I don't have the clip anymore. This thing does 71 damage on a body shot. Is this hit scan? Oh my gosh. Fortnite buffed me. They buffed me. Anyways, back to the story. It was a dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old, and my mate had just gotten his license. We decided to go for a drive, and we ended up at a cave. I mean, we ended up at a drain. Now, this wasn't no ordinary drain. This drain was haunted. Haunted. And we decided to go in. Now, right, we'd never been here in the day. Keep in mind that. Can I hide this guy? What is this? Is this... Who is coming to get lore? Okay, we got number 13, the visitor entry complete. Let's go, guys. Oh, what is this? Oh. A sniper. Now, I kind of want to run this DMR. This thing seems ridiculous. Alright. But yeah, so we decided to go in, and we've been walking around now for a while. That's a guy in this here. Oh. Is there a guy in here? Am I tweaking? I'm completely tweaking. What did I just see? Okay, I can't tell if this is hit scan because my aim is that bad. I mean, yeah, sorry. It was a dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old. My mate got his license. Decided to take a drive. They just buffed the length of this for sure. Oh, I had a glider we could have used. Will this break the builds? It will. Alright, but yeah, it was a dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old, and my mate had just gotten his license. Decided to take a drive. This guy is so bad. Thanks, mate. But yeah, so we ended up in this cave. We ended up in this cave. Oh, we got another guy. Do you reckon he wants to hear the story? It was a dark and gloomy night. He was 17 years old, and so was I. We decided to go for a drive because he just had gotten his license. What is this dude? Let me use this real quick. What the? What? Okay. Alright, buddy. I don't understand the bot situation in this game, but yeah, sorry. It was a dark and gloomy night. I was 17 years old. And that's it. That's the story. No, I'm playing. Yeah, so we went into this cave and we're walking around. It's really dark and scary. We're finding like a bunch of... Man, this guy is nuts. We're finding a... Wow, Rivalry 1. Let's go, guys. We're winning it for Fortnite. No thanks. Yeah, so we're in this cave and we're like, imagine if someone's in here and they're gonna try scare us, right? So we're what is this dude doing? This doesn't even heal me. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm like 2-shot with this AR, guys. What the? Where's this guy shooting me from? Is it from the roof or is it from... Oh, I see him. I wish I had the head. And yeah, we're walking deeper, and basically, we're pretty loud in this tunnel, and as we're walking in there, like we're pretty far in now, like maybe a couple 100 meters, and it's just pitch black. You can't see a thing other than like what's in your spotlight, and yeah, we yelled out. We were just yelling. And then we literally, I kid you not, we hear someone in the tunnel, maybe only like 50 meters in front of us, just yell. And we're like, me and my mate just looked at each other like this. And then we decided to run out of there. We fully booked it. It was so slippery. You know when concrete's been covered by water for like the longest time, and then it's like covered in like a moss or something. It was basically like that, and it was so dang slippery. I could have filed a lawsuit against the council for this, honestly. Like, you can't have young jits like me and my mate going into the cave and potentially hurting ourselves, falling over and slipping. No. That's it's pretty dangerous. Where was this dude? Huh. Is this hit scan? I think it is. This thing is nuts. Can't believe I didn't find this in the video the other day. But yeah, we basically just ran out of there like as fast as we could, and we were like both like, oh my, like, you know, frantically panicking. Yeah, we got out of there in the end, and we lived happily ever after. We kept driving around, you know, because my mate had just gotten his license. I was 17 years old, and it was a dark and gloomy night. And then that's when we realized the man in the tunnel that was yelling out to us, he was actually in the car behind us, and he tried to touch us. And what if I told you that he double pumped us? 1 pump each. 200 pump. Okay? I'm so bad. And this gun is actually quite insane, guys. This guy only had a blue one. But yeah, basically that was the end of the story. We both died that night. Yeah. Then I woke up and I was actually just listening to Western music whilst I was sleeping, and we lived happily ever after. Or did we? I don't know, you tell me. Were you paying attention? Did you notice that I had to restart this story? 9 times, exactly? 9. I don't know if you did. Do you know what number 9 means? Number 9 means good fortune. You know what good fortune means? Gold loot. And you know what gold loot means? It means victory royales. And you know what victory royales mean in these YouTube videos? They mean viewer retention. Do you know what viewer retention means for these videos? It means more subscribers. Do you know what more subscribers means? It means Mr. Beast. Do you know what Mr. Beast means? I'm gonna leave that one up to you. You might answer that in the next video. Also, I did get a comment asking, how do you edit your reels? And I did get a comment asking, how do you edit your reels?
Usually in the bath.
But yeah, that's usually how I edit them. Pretty chill, I reckon. Pretty unpatched method. We've got ourselves a good old-fashioned build battle. We're gonna clap this guy, guys. I think that's pretty unfair that the gun only did that much damage. I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, I can't aim either. We're so bad. So I don't think that I just lowered my sense. Definitely not gonna help. This guy's so bad. If we lose this guy, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed. Oh, he was last. Let's go, guys. We just won Fortnite every single day until we hit 1K Disintegrate, Runaway, or upload a video on that same very day. This was a scary story with me, Nev. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all. Jesus loves you all. And I'll see you in the next one.